Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel and back with another video, you guys. Back at it again with another nail video. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a green Christmas set. So right here, as you guys can see, I'm pushing back her cuticles. But actually, before we get started, please like and subscribe, follow me on all social medias, and let's get straight into it. Alright, so I'm going to be using this small bead. I believe it's a cuticle bead. So I'm just removing the dead skin around the cuticle. I do use a cuticle cutter sometimes. Sometimes I don't. I'm still a little bit too scared to use it to make somebody bleed. So just makes it much easier. Alright, so here I'm buffing the natural nail to remove the natural oil that the nail produces. So in order for the nail tips and acrylic to stay onto the nail for a longer lasting time, this is what you have to do before applying the acrylic or any nail tip. Dehydrating and primer are also another two ingredients that gives the acrylic to a longer lasting. So I do use the one from Valentino, and girl, I'm going to tell you, this is the best. Like, it's the best that has ever existed. It's not a very strong chemical, and it's just, for some reason, the nails just last long. These are extra long nail tips that I use that are from Amazon, so I can probably leave a link down below. And the nail glue that I'm going to be using is KDS. It's a good glue, but it's not the best. Like, you can do better, but it's a very good glue. Like, the nail tips really stick on fast. It's not that I don't want you here. I really love these nail tips because they are not curved. And you can do any type of shape: stiletto, almond, square, coffin, whatever, shape that you want, you can do it in any length. So I really love these tips. I definitely recommend. Make sure you are applying the tip side by side. The grippers, y'all. You see how long these tips are? Ciao. So these are going to be medium length. I know that maybe for some people this is long. Girl, this is medium length. So making sure that you are cutting the exact same length on each side. They will be a little bit shorter after, because after filing they do shorten up, but this is a medium length for me. Here I'm going with an 80/80 grit file. I believe this is from Pana. I don't know if that's you pronounce it, but it's a Pana file. And 80/80 grit is the best. Like, it just files good. So if you want that sharp looking shape, this is what you need. I know there's 100, 180, but 80 is the best. The rest of them are like for buffing, and for not filing too rough. Y'all, excuse my English. It is not my first language, and I have a hard time explaining things. But here I'm going to be using this wonderful acrylic that I did from using powders. It's like what's it called? It's like powders. Like if you go on Amazon and you look up for like powders for lip gloss or any type of makeup and stuff like that, that's what I use. I'll probably leave a picture of the link. And I mix it with clear or white acrylic to make a color that I want. So the monomer that I'm using is from Glam and Glitz. I usually use from Sky or Valentino. This is my first time using Glam and Glitz, but it is pretty much the same as Sky. I do still recommend Valentino out of all of them though. When I start off to build the nail, I don't usually get a good bead. I'm still practicing with my beads. Every time I pick up a bead, it's just like I think it's enough, but it really isn't, or I just wipe too much. So as you can see on my second bead, it's building up the nail. I usually try to do the 3 bead method because you get that good looking apex, but sometimes it just doesn't work with me, y'all. But once again, I'm a beginner, but this is how I build my nail bead. As you can see, the apex is kind of building. I still haven't gotten that too close to the cuticle. As I do that as the last step, that way it's much easier for me. But you also want to make sure that when you're building the apex, you don't want to keep the tip too thin. So I tried to even out the level and the shaping. As this is my first bead, as you can tell, it did definitely came out better than the pinky. Was a little bit thicker. My goal is to fill up the whole nail with just 1 bead or 2, or maybe even 3. Which, like I said, I'm not there yet. Most of the time I have to use a couple beads, like about 6 or so, in order to complete the whole nail, which frustrates me because I want to move faster and I take a bit long doing nails. By the way, I will be taking classes for nails and then get my license, but obviously that takes time and money. So as of right now, I'm just practicing at home. But I know a lot of you are gonna be like, oh, just take classes so you can learn better on your beads and all that. Yes, girl, I'm trying, but you know that takes time. But as of right now, I feel like I am doing better as a beginner. And as you can see, the nail is building up and I'm getting closer to the cuticle. Then dip me underway. You can fill my mouth with flow. Hold me till I scream for air breathe. And wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby. Whenever I am filing the nail, I'll try to make sure that I am filing very straight. That way I get that square, sharp shape. So I try to make sure that I'm close to the nail, and I'm holding the nail straight and then filing straight, because if you file curved, you might end up doing it coughing, if that makes sense. And one tip that I will give, in my opinion, I would file first the sides, then go ahead and use my nail drill, because for me it's just much easier and faster. But like I said, it's all in my opinion. I don't know how you guys do it. Everybody does it differently. um as you can see now, I'm trying to do the sweater design. It didn't come out as good. This is my very first time. I actually had to repeat it a couple of times. Like, I had to wipe it off and then start all over. It was a little bit difficult for me. As I said, it is my first time, but I think for my first time it came out pretty good. I just feel like when I added the glitter, you couldn't really tell what design it was. So, like, I really need more practice. Here I'm trying to do the design, and as you can see, I already messed up. But I mean, what do you guys think for the final results? I know you guys cannot see the sweater design. You can probably see it a little bit, but this is the final results. Let me know what you guys think. I did forget to record the top coat part, so please forgive me. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. Follow me on all social medias, and I will see you guys on my next one.